So.
No, we're not starting with so.
Here we are, Cassadell Sherlaw.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking through George's set of clubs that he got from Gumtree in total.
Most of the clubs were 40 quid.
And the bag?
And the bag was 20 quid.
£60. £60 for his clubs, which you've had for how long?
Nearly a year.
Have you?
Yeah.
I think you had them for longer than that.
No.
So if you're starting golf and you don't want to fork out loads of money, George has got a really good example of just going online and buying something from Gumtree. You can do it off eBay. I'm sure there's plenty of other people who are just selling clubs anyway. And you can get yourself started that way. You don't need to fork out hundreds of pounds for clubs if you don't even know you like the sport. Why did you buy the clubs in the first place?
I was going on a golf tour with my mates. My mum's actually got a set of clubs and I asked her if I could use those and she was like, no. My grandparents were really into golf. Like my gran played until she was about 86, 87.
Really? Is that how you got into it?
Initially, yes. Yeah. And also my grandpa played off scratch.
Wow,
So,
that's so cool.
yeah.
I really want to play off scratch so badly. I think my goals for this year are genuinely to get into teens, handicap-wise this year, single figures next year, scratch the year after. Is that achievable? I don't know.
Because I grew up in the countryside, I used to go to car boot sales and there were sometimes just full sets there for like 20 quid or 10 quid.
Really?
Yeah, and I'd just get a full set.
Branded or just any old?
No, not like... not like
Got some
Callaway's. Like there was a brand, I'm not sure what it was.
Let's have a look at your clubs. What are these, George?
These are my slippers. Leave it out. I've been working from home for a year, so I've got to have some comforts at home.
This is George's bag. It is a swanky Dunlop and he's got a load of clubs in here. I'm gonna get you to walk us through.
So this one is a 5-wood.
Did the hat come with it?
No, so my mum...
Look at this.
So my mum bought me that for Christmas a couple of years ago when I wasn't even playing golf, but she likes anything Welsh branded, so...
She even says we've got Welsh coasters. Look.
That's a teapot coaster. I don't even really drink tea. She got it. I've got a flower pot outside with the Welsh flag on.
Okay, this is a 5-wood. It is a Mitsushiba. How many times have you used this club, George?
Not many. Also, I got this when I was about 13 and I think it cost about £10.
From where did you get it?
Upper Sapie Golf Club, back in Worcestershire.
Oh, you got it at a golf club?
Yeah.
Was it on sale or something?
Yeah, it was in one of those bins where they've just got loads of random clubs and they're quite cheap. In my head, this was the driver. Because I was like, this is the biggest club I've ever seen.
So actually a good point is a lot of golf clubs do sell demo clubs at the end of the season. So say for instance, you know, at the moment the Sim 2's just come out with TaylorMade, they'll be selling off all of their old Sims. So always good to ask because there will be people trying to get rid of them and you can get them for a good price. Thank you so much, kind sir. Freshly brewed coffee. Carrying on.
I'm jealous now. The clubs I got from Gumtree, the Dunlops, came with 2 putters. One was a Dunlop putter and one was, it looked like one which you know when you just go to those little crazy golf courses.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was from there. I've got it actually, do you want to see it?
Yeah. This is the first time I'm hearing about this whole story. I've literally never spoken to George about like where his clubs had come from. He's always just told me that they were from Gumtree.
Look at this putter.
Show them.
Actually the head unscrews, which I'm not sure you're supposed to do on a putter. Does this not feel like a crazy golf putter?
Yep. It's very, very light.
Very light.
I feel like I could use it as a chopstick.
That putter, I was actually going to take it into the office with a couple of golf balls to practice putting.
Oh, that's fun. I did that and you can basically buy these putting holes from Amazon for about $5.99 or something. And we used to do crazy golf in the office. It's so much fun and it's also really good to get people off of their computers for like 5 minutes. Do like mini tournaments. We used to get old cardboard boxes when we got deliveries and turn them into like crazy golf ramps. Yeah.
This is one of the ones which I got from a car boot sale when I was about 13, 14. This came as part of a full set. So the full set and bag was about 20 quid.
Oh, nice. That's so good.
But this putter's really good. It's quite heavy.
just showing you what it looks like.
It's quite nice. It's a Memphis Firestar.
I don't know what that is.
That's a great putter.
There's always people selling clubs, really, aren't there? Because they've either grown out of them if they were a junior and now they've got older, or they no longer play. And it's actually quite nice to recycle the world of clubs because, I don't know, some people do buy clubs and just never ever use them. Or some people are constantly buying new clubs and then loads just go to waste, and it's just such a great way to get into the game if you don't want to fork out loads of money, you want to test it out, see if it works, and also have enough clubs that you can actually get yourself around a course, or I don't know, even hit balls at the range, you know, that's what I like doing.
So these are now all the ones which I got for £40 from Gumtree. It didn't come with a bag, which was a bit annoying, so I had to cycle over to go and get them on my bike, and then I had a massive rucksack, and then I taped them all together and put them in the back of my rucksack, and I just had like loads of poles hanging at the top of my rucksack.
Oh my god.
Loads of shafts.
So just remind us quickly, in the Gumtree set, what have we got? We've got a
driver, 2 3-woods, a 5-iron, 6-iron, 7-iron, 8-iron, 9-iron, pitching wedge, and 2 putters, and a hybrid, and a driving iron.
Oh my god. You lost me after 6-iron. Okay, what have we got here? We've got a...
This is the driver.
Yeah.
Came with a nice sock as well.
Nice.
Dunlop, got the right brand for the right club.
So most of these are Dunlop. Are they all Dunlop?
Yes, apart from my wedges.
I'm pretty sure most people have had a Dunlop in their life. I actually train with some of these Dunlops when I'm over at George's house. I will grab one and I'll just be practicing inside with one of them. It doesn't really matter.
This is a bit of a beast. I've actually only used it once.
And how did it go?
I nearly hit my friends.
You need to practice with your driver more. It's actually one of the most fun clubs to hit once you can hit it properly.
Next club is a 3-wood, again with a snazzy sock,
Head
branded
cover.
sock.
I used to call them golf hats.
Similar to the driver, but just a bit smaller.
Have you used this club much?
I've never used this club actually.
Oh really? Why?
Well, strange, considering I got 2 with my set.
And you haven't used either?
No. For the same reason as the driver, with these bigger clubs, not the irons, I just completely spray when I hit them. So,
I don't like how you say you completely spray. It sounds so weird.
okay, I slice them all the time. Next one is, this is a weird club. It's called a driving iron.
Driving iron?
Yeah, I think this must be a Dunlop special. It is the most bizarre looking club. It's 18 degrees.
I feel like I don't know much about clubs anymore.
It looks like an iron on the front, but then it's got this chubby back.
It might be common, I might just not know about it.
No, I think this is probably a Dunlop special. I've used this once or twice on the course.
I think I saw you use it and you did really well with it. Was that club?
Potentially. I've also used it at the range quite a bit, and if you connect with it, it goes. It really does. It's basically like a hybrid.
I actually love the hybrid. Hybrid is way better than I thought. I used to hate the hybrid because I didn't know how to use it properly. Then since I got that tip, which was hit a hybrid exactly the same as you'd hit an iron, changed my life.
So the next club is the hybrid.
Do you know how much a Dunlop set cost if you were to buy brand new?
I think you can get them on Sports Direct
For like
110 with the bag. You don't get the extra woods though.
or putter.
Or you don't get 2 putters. So this is the hybrid. It's definitely been used a lot.
By you or someone else?
By someone else. It's very, very tatty. I have used it quite a bit, more recently, since you passed on that tip of use a hybrid like an iron.
Did that change the way in which you hit it massively?
Yeah, massively.
Like, no one tells you these things.
Yeah.
You live in a hybrid then?
Yeah.
A hybrid group.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting yours as well.
So because I'm getting my new set from American Golf very soon, George is going to get my clubs that I use currently, and we're going to get all of the shafts changed so that they suit him. I think you'll need stiffer shafts than I use. So you're very excited to get those, aren't you? You're going to be getting some ping irons and then the sim driver, hybrid, and a 3-wood?
Yeah.
I never use my wood. I don't even know what it is anymore.
So this is the best club in my bag. It's called a 5-iron. As I mentioned before, I used to use it off the tee, not so much anymore.
I think whatever works for you works for you.
Yeah, well, I could hit it vaguely straight. Also, actually, we haven't mentioned this. I think they're graphite shafts.
Performance calibrated graphite Flex R. Okay, you've got a 6, 7, 8 and 9 iron as well, so they're all pretty much the same as the 5, aren't they?
Yep. Into the wedges. Got a pitching wedge. Exactly what it says on the tin. It's a pitching wedge.
George recently bought some new wedges because before that, your pitching wedge was your lowest wedge. So how many wedges did you get and how much were they?
So I got 3 Titleist wedges for £50 off Gumtree again.
Those were all of the initial Gumtree set. These are a different Gumtree set.
I got a 52, 56 and 60.
These are all of the wedges.
He's put new grips on them, which is great.
Nice, Golf Pride.
Golf Pride, so that makes them feel really nice. And they're actually in pretty good condition, aren't they?
Yeah, no, they're decent. How much do you feel like it's improved your game just by having 3 wedges?
Big time, actually, just because if I was getting in and around the green, I was in a bit of a pickle just because I'd have to use either the pitching wedge or the putter. Sometimes you're just a bit too far back or it's too thick to use the putter, but then you use a pitching wedge and unless you really open the club face up, you don't really have the elevation. It's nice to have the choice of different degrees. That's all my clubs.
Should we just have a quick look at your Dunlop bag?
I thought, well, why not get a Dunlop bag? I got off eBay for £20.
What's this towel?
It's a Wimbledon towel, actually.
Oh, very fancy.
I know.
It's actually quite a nice bag because it's quite small, isn't
That's what I like about it. It's really small, so it's easy to get on the tube. Actually, my friend's got a really small car. When we both put our clubs in there, it doesn't take up too much room. It is quite heavy though.
Also adding, he didn't know how to use the leg stand of the club bag before he met me.
What I actually used to do was stand it like this and then pull them out myself. I didn't know.
I think my granddad used to have slippers like that. This is the club size, so
14.
4 holes that had 14 clubs in. Very heavy though, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why it's so heavy.
I feel like your club bag feels like I'm carrying weights. Let's talk about balls.
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 I also bought some golf balls off Gumtree.
You
Classic.
love Gumtree. I think you're like Gumtree's #1 customer. If you're looking to sell anything, he will buy it from you from Gumtree.
It was 30 balls for 15 quid. It was a mixed bag, and they actually came in a carrier bag. Here they are. There's all sorts in here. I've got some Titleist.
To be fair to you, I bought a load of golf balls from eBay and they were all late balls, and I bought them because I just knew I was going to be losing them, and I know loads of people are like, oh, buy Pro V1s, they're the best. But if you're going to be losing them, why would you spend tons of money? I bought a whole load of Callaway Super Soft, previously used, don't really mind, but it just meant I could practice and not worry, because if you buy really expensive balls, how worried are you that you're going to lose that ball and you've just hit away £1 every shot? There's £1. There's another £1. Once you get better and you know you're not going to be losing them consistently, you can delve into the realms of your Pro V1s.
Couple of Callaways. Yeah, some of them are quite mucky. I like ones which have a distinctive feature on them, so then I know it's my ball.
Right, you know you can get like a permanent marker.
Yeah, I know, but then if I go out for a round of golf, how many do I mark up? Like 20,
All of them.
30?
You know the pros, they mark up like all their balls before they start.
Okay. Yeah, I could do that.
I mean, I'm definitely not at the stage where I could tell what ball is what from hitting any.
Can people do that? Well, they can be blindfolded, hit it, and they'll be like, Strixon,
it's like
3.
a sommelier drinking wine. This is from the tailor-made region.
Yeah, this is from the 1996 batch. Good year for balls that year.
What else have you got in your bag, George?
So got some tees. Got some plastic ones. Whoa. I really like these little ones. I've got not a lucky because that's not very good, but I always use the same one. You're really annoyed if I lose it, but I always manage to find it. Little yellow one. I've also got a pack of these.
These are harder when you're first starting though, because for instance, this tee versus this tee, when you put it in the ground, you kind of know how high you need to hit it for a driver, whereas this one you have to kind of guess. And when you're first starting, you have no clue how high you need to tee up. And then, I don't know about you, different people need to tee up at a different height, but I was always told for my driver, half a ball above the driver head.
I didn't know that.
I don't know if that's right or wrong, that's just what I do.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the shot counter. This is a handful of goodies.
This is the assortment of stuff which I'll normally have in my pocket.
Which is why it's really annoying when girls don't have pockets, because how are we meant to carry all of this without a pocket?
I also keep, I'll leave that till last because it's my favourite, the pitch, the green divot tool, pitch divot tool.
Just a divot tool.
Divot tool, okay. It's quite cool. It's got, this bit comes out as a ball marker. And this is my glove. It is a Strixon.
Actually, with golf gloves, number one, I didn't know you needed to change them that frequently. You're meant to change them.
Yeah.
Like quite a bit.
I'm not surprised. This is getting quite dirty already and also like a little bit scuffed.
Yeah, mine was too, and I didn't realise that you had to change them because I was using it so much. It was effectively black and it started out white.
But how often are you supposed to change them?
I guess it depends how often you use it, but there must be a timer somewhere on Google.
Yeah. I would say it's a little bit big for me.
Extra large.
Probably thought I was a big boy, didn't I, when I bought it. And last but not least, this is always in my pocket, the shot counter. There we go. And it's actually really handy. I was stressed out thinking how many shots I'd taken that hole, trying to count them up in my head whilst I was taking the shot. I didn't want to, you know, lie inadvertently about how many shots I'd taken. So I was just stressing about that so much.
It's so stressful though, having to count your shots whilst also not being able to hit the ball, whilst also not knowing what club to pick, whilst also not knowing all of the on-course etiquette.
Yeah. So with this, it's great. I can just click it and I don't even have to think about it.
And a shot never goes amiss. You will make sure that every single shot is counted for me and for you.
Yep.
We hope you've enjoyed this video and we hope that you have come to learn what's in George's golf bag. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will catch up with you in my next one. Maybe just me. Maybe you as well. Depends what my next video is going to be. Could be anything.